No one wanted to adopt this elderly dog, and when she met this girl, she wouldn't let go. A young girl of only 12 years old was volunteering at a shelter, the place where she discovered a dog ready to change her life. Molly Wogan had no idea that her love for that one dog would save the lives of dozens more. 2 years ago, Molly and her family were volunteering at Cape Ann Animal Aid in Massachusetts. That's where she fell in love with a lovely black Labrador mix called Mama Grace. Mindy Wogan, Molly's mother, wasn't sure the dog would be a good addition at first, but Mama Grace won their hearts over. Mindy recalls that it was almost the end of their shift. We even had our coats on when the staff asked if we could take out just one more dog, Mama Grace. So they did. The poor pup really wanted to go out. They said she was a little hyper in her kennel, barking constantly and refusing to go to the bathroom, added Mindy. So they took Grace out for a walk and she just blossomed. She was so different outside. She'd come running toward me, then stop short, sit down right at my feet, and just look up at me with her sad, soulful eyes. She was amazing, said Mindy, who was impressed to see the pup change outside her kennel. The family decided to give Mama Grace a home for a few days so she could enjoy life outside the kennels. She really needed a break. As soon as they reached the car, the pooch jumped in the back seat next to Molly. What happens next is amazing. Reaching the house, Mama Grace didn't need much time to make herself at home and snuggle with everyone there. The whole family loved how she fit just right in, and even Riley, the family's adopted dog, loved her very much. After 3 days of fostering Mama Grace, Mindy made a decision she never thought she would. I knew in my heart on that car ride home that she was going to be ours. Soon, the family would find out about Mama Grace's past. After they adopted the pooch, Mindy read the shelter paperwork and a note from Sue Ann Eady from Earl's Hope Rescue in Georgia. Mindy said the letter was simply heartbreaking. This is what happened. Mama Grace was found on the streets by animal control officers in Georgia. They believe she was hit by a car. The vets assessed her situation. She was malnourished and almost giving birth to a litter. A local shelter heard about the mother dog and her babies, and that's when Edie raced to save them. All the pups were sick with pneumonia and were barely alive. Edie took care of them all and called the mother dog Mama Grace. Her name was picked to show the mother dog showed grace while being ill and still took care of her pups. Finally, all the pups got better and found their homes, but Mama Grace remained with Edie, who nursed her back to health. When Mama Grace got better, Edie sent her to Cape Ann Animal Aid to find a family in New England. As soon as Mindy and Molly finished reading Edie's letter, they contacted the woman and sent her pictures of the pooch. Mindy Wogan says that she thanked her for giving her up and promised her he'd take good care of her. Then Edie responded, explaining how many dogs are at risk in Georgia shelters. Then Molly did this incredible thing. Molly had a volunteer project to complete as part of her bat mitzvah celebrations, so she collected donations to help save dogs like Mama Grace. She launched the PAWS Paws Project Foundation and started raising money. Molly's goal was to gather at least $2,500 in a year starting in November 2016. But she couldn't believe her eyes when by the end of 2017, she gathered more than $28,000 and received items of a worth well over $40,000. Everything Molly gathered she sent to rescue groups, including the one Edie runs. Most she and her mom went to visit Edie in Georgia and the shelter Mama Grace first lived at. After that visit, Molly was more motivated than ever. Might have started as a bat mitzvah project, but her efforts gave birth to a nonprofit organization. Until now, Paws Project Foundation has raised over $70,000 in donations and helped to rescue 93 dogs. Molly said that she feels lucky to have had a good experience and that some parts of it were really sad, but she's also met a lot of great people and saved a lot of lives. She knows that Mama Grace is the reason everything started. If it wasn't for Mama Grace, we never would have met Sue Ann at Earl's. Molly also admitted that Mama Grace's story made her realize how many dogs needed help, and her mom knows that too. If we hadn't been volunteering as a family that day, if they hadn't asked us to take her out, then she wouldn't be her dog and the Paws Project would have never even happened, said Mindy. Her next words brought tears to our eyes. Because of Mama Grace, all of these animals have been saved, all of this money raised, and honestly, the lives of not just Molly and I, but all the families that received these dogs have been changed forever, concluded Mindy. She's such a proud mother and knows that she made the right decision when they adopted Mama Grace.